My name is Shanna, and today we're going to go on a little bit of an underwater ocean journey with yoga poses. If you're ready, give me some wiggly happy fingers. Let me see. Wiggle happy fingers. Wiggle happy. If you're ready, you're ready, you're ready, you're ready. Okay, perfect. Come sit down, crisscross applesauce. Get nice and comfy, cozy. If you've done yoga before, maybe with your mom, maybe with your dad, maybe with your grown-up, maybe all by yourself. Show me again with your happy fingers if you've done yoga before. Oh, I see so many wiggling fingers. This is awesome. So we're in crisscross applesauce. The first thing we're gonna do is calm down our bodies so we calm down our minds. So sit just like crisscross applesauce. Put your hands down on your knees just like this. If it feels okay to close your eyes, close your eyes. Now, I want you to imagine you're at the beach. It can be a warm beach, a cold beach, whatever kind you like. I want you to think for a minute, what do you hear? Just imagine in your brain, stay nice and quiet. What do you hear? Maybe you hear the ocean. Maybe you hear birds. Maybe you hear people yelling while they play beach volleyball. What do you hear? Now, what do you smell? So many smells at the ocean. The sand, the salt. Maybe you smell a barbecue. Maybe there's a dead fish. Maybe it's stinky. What do you smell? Now think about what you see. Probably the water. Maybe there's people, or maybe you're all alone. Trees. Maybe there's animals. Maybe you see a crab. He's wiggling by. What do you touch? Maybe you touch down next to you. Do you feel the sand? Or maybe you're sitting in the water. Do you feel the ocean? Is it warm? Is it cold? What kind of ocean are you at? And what do you taste? Did you bring your favorite snack to the beach? I brought my favorite snack. I'm so excited to save it for later. Keep your eyes closed for just a minute and think about all these things that you can smell and hear and taste and see with all of your senses. Take a deep breath and let it out like an ocean sound. And do it again. Big breath in and let it out. Ocean sound. Now, if your eyes are still closed, take a look at me. Get your hands out in front of you and show me just a little puffer fish that's maybe floating out in the ocean. Just a little puffer fish. Now we're going to take a big breath, and the puffer fish is getting bigger. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Your lungs are getting bigger. The puffer fish is getting bigger, and then you let it all out. Let's do it again. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. The puffer fish is getting so much bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And breathe out. And one more time. Breath in, big puffer fish. It's getting so big this time. So big, so huge. Breathe in, and let it all out. Now put your hands back on your knees, but this time have your fingers pointing up. And wiggle them just a little bit, like they're seaweed. So you've got some little seaweed fingers, wiggling in the breeze, wiggling in the ocean. Now maybe there's kelp. You know what kelp is? That big, tall ocean seaweed that flies. Use those arms. Show me your kelp arms. Oh yes, so big, so much kelp. This is the stuff, maybe it catches your toes and you think, oh no, what is that? And you've got kelp arms. And now show me octopus arms. You've got a big, huge octopus. And he's coming, but he's friendly. It's okay, don't worry. Awesome. And hands back down. And one more time. Show me your little seaweed fingers. Those little seaweed fingers. And then we go to kelp arms swaying in the current. And then we get a little bigger. Octopus arms, bigger and bigger. And hands back down. Awesome. Now come onto your hands and knees. We're going to go through a few of my very favorite poses. So hands and knees, your shoulders are right on top of your wrists. And your hips are right on top of your knees. Now you choose toes tucked under like this or toes flat like this. You pick, whichever one you like. Now we're going to do cat and cow. Maybe you've done this one before. First, we're going to do cow. Drop your belly, lift your chin up to the sky and say, moo. Awesome. Now we're gonna do cat like a Halloween cat. Round your back, tuck your chin under to touch, let your head drop all the way down and say meow, like a Halloween cat. Okay, ready? Now back to cow. Your belly drops, your chin lifts, say moo. And then round your back, tuck your chin, go all the way to cat, meow. Okay, do that again, all by yourself. You can do it. Cow and cat. Now this time, maybe you swing your bottom around. Maybe that feels good. And you can do cow and cat with your bottom swinging around. Or maybe your cow and cat is going to twist from side to side. Your head twists from side to side. You think about it for a minute, and you roll around your cat and cow and think about how your body's feeling today. What feels good? Do you have any muscles that are sore? Did you skin your knee this week and you can feel it? Pay a quick attention to your body. How's it feel? How are things feeling? Pretty good? Now tiptoe your fingers back so you're sitting all the way back on your heels, nice and tall. Bring your arms up, 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 up. Reach up to the sunshine, just like we're at the beach. You can see the sunshine up there. And bring your hands all the way down to your heart. We're gonna do it again, but we're gonna get tall. Ready? Breathe in, your fingertips go all the way up. You're kneeling up high. And breathe out. Bring your hands down and your bum all the way down. Let's do that again. Breathe in, go up high. And breathe out, go all the way down. All right, give it a good shake. Give it a good shake. How are you feeling? Pretty good? Get those octopus arms going. Yeah, okay, stand up. Make sure you've got a little bit of space. You don't want to whack somebody in your family or whack your brother, whack your mom. Feeling good? Okay, I'm gonna give you a few poses. We're gonna practice them, then we're gonna put them together and we're gonna quiz you and see how you can do. The first pose we're gonna learn is chair. So everybody get your imaginary chair and put it right here behind you. Get your imaginary chair and come stand right in front of your imaginary chair. Got it? It's right behind you. Make sure it didn't go anywhere. Put your fingers up towards the sky. Your feet are right under you and your toes are pointing straight ahead. So look down, make sure your toes are pointing straight ahead. Arms are up. Now you're gonna sit down in your pretend chair. Don't fall down. Sit in that pretend chair. You got it? This is a good one. And stand up, shake it out. Okay, let's do it again. Ready? Toes are straight ahead. Arms are up. Make sure your chair didn't go anywhere. Is it still there? Okay, still there? Good. And sit down in your pretend chair. Good. Awesome. So good. And shake it out. Okay. Next pose that we're going to learn. You use your brain. You remember these because they're going to come back. Plank. How many of you have done a push-up? If you've done a push-up, raise your hand. Oh, so many push-ups. Okay. Come down onto your knees. Put your hands down right underneath your shoulders. Put one foot out and land on your toe. Put the other foot out and land on your toe. There you go, you're in plank. Now, is your booty sticking way up like this? No. Is your booty sticking way down like this? No. You're in a nice long line, and this is a hard one, right? Okay, come back to your knees. Shake it out. We're gonna do it one more time. Hands down. Okay, one toe back, the other toe back. Plank. Check your booty, is it in the right place? Looking good. Okay, put your knees down. Now, we already did cat and cow, so you're already 2 steps ahead because those are coming back. Do you remember which one's cow? Cow is your belly goes down, your chin goes up. Cat is your belly or your back goes up to the sky, your chin tucks. Perfect. Now, the next one, this is one of my favorites. Downward facing dog. Who's done downward facing dog before? Yes. Hands down. Knees down. Tuck your toes under. Got those toes tucked? They feel strong. Now you lift your hips all the way up and you're making a big upside down letter V. Feels so good. And maybe bend one knee and the other knee. Give it a little wiggle. See how that feels? Feel pretty good? Okay, put your knees back down. We shake it out. Okay, let's try it again. Can you show me your downward dog? Hands down. Tuck your toes. Hips go up. Downward facing dog. Do that little wiggle with your feet. And knees back down. Awesome. Okay, are you ready for the challenge? We're gonna put all of these together. If you're ready, show me those happy fingers. You're ready to try this. Okay, I can see it. You guys are ready. Stand up and stand closer to me. You need a little bit of space towards me, all right? Okay, make sure those toes are pointed straight ahead. Got it? Put your hands down by your sides, nice and still. Put your hands in front of you now. We're gonna take one big pufferfish breath. Breath in, oh, pufferfish is bigger, 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 and pufferfish gets smaller, smaller, smaller. Okay, here comes the quiz. Are you ready? Show me chair pose. Ready? Sit in your imaginary chair, arms go up, good. Hold it here for just a second, and now put your hands next to your toes. Got it? Okay, now can you show me plank? You step one foot back, you step the other foot back. You're in plank. You got it. Now we're gonna go right to cow. Ready? Put your knees down, put your chin up, cow. Now we're gonna go right to cat. Spine goes to the sky, tuck your chin, we're in cat. Awesome. Now we go right to down dog, tuck your toes, and downward facing dog. Do you remember it? Oh, you do remember it, I see. Now you're gonna take your feet and you're gonna show me the tiniest tiptoes. All the way, tiptoe those toes, all the way up to your hands. Tiny tiptoes. Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. Bend your knees if you need to bend your knees, that's okay. All the way up to your hands. And when you get to your hands, slowly stand up. Slowly, 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 slowly. Bring your hands in front of you. Here comes the pufferfish breath. Breath in. Here it comes, big, big pufferfish, and breathe out. How'd you do? Did you forget any of them? Show me your happy fingers if it was awesome and you remembered everything. Oh, so good. Should we do it again? But I have a challenge. Are you up for a challenge? Okay, here we go. Stand back up like this. Got it? Toes are straight ahead. Get your hands in front of you. Pufferfish breath. Here it comes. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. And we go to chair. Which one's chair? Do you remember? Sit back in your chair. Okay, here's the first challenge. Can you bend your elbows like this? Awesome. Now send them back up. Hands back up. Now put your hands down right next to your feet. You got it. Now it was plank. Do you remember what plank is? Step your foot back. Step your foot back. You're in high plank. Okay, here comes a challenge. Are you ready? Put your feet on their side and put one arm up to the sky. Can you do it on your side? Woo! You look really good. Now put your hand back down. Now we go right to cow. Do you remember cow? Knees down, belly down, chin up. You can say moo. Then we go to cat. Tuck your chin. Spine goes up to the ceiling, cat. Now we go to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Send your bum all the way up to the sky. Upside down V. Okay, here's one more challenge. If you want to tiptoe, you can tiptoe, or you can come up on your tippy toes, bend your knees, and jump all the way up to your hands. Let's try that again. It's my favorite. Go back to downward facing dog in a big V. Are you ready? Come up on your tippy toes, bend your knees, and jump all the way up to your hands. Awesome. Now roll up slowly, slowly, slowly. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Get those hands right in front of you. Big pufferfish breath. Breath in. Pufferfish is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And out. Awesome. Okay, shake it out. Give it a little shake. Now we're going to learn how to surf. I I've only been surfing a little tiny bit, but I loved it. Can you show me, how do you think you stand when you surf? Show me, what do you do? Yeah, everybody has their arms out, their knees bent. Here's what we're gonna do. Take one foot, pick it up. This is gonna be your front foot. Step your front foot so you're pointing right at me. Got it? Point that front foot right at me. Good. Now your back foot, do you see my back foot? It's sideways like this. Now look at my front knee. My front knee is right on top of my front foot. It's bent. And my back leg is straight. Can you make your legs match mine? Looking good. Now what do you do with your arms when you surf? Do you do them like I am? No. Arms out. Does this look like a surfing position? It sure does. In yoga, we call this warrior two, but it's perfect for surfing, right? So give it a little wiggle. Pretend you're surfing. Pretend you're surfing. But what do you have to do before you surf? You remember? You have to get on the surfboard. So we better get on the surfboard. So we're going to start on our bellies. Come down on your belly. Now, pick up your elbows. Put your arms flat on the floor. Yes, so your chest is lifted up. Your arms are flat on the floor. In yoga, we call this cobra or maybe sphinx. But what we're going to do today is pretend we're surfing. So you get on your surfboard. You lay on your belly. The wave is coming. The wave is coming. Paddle, paddle, paddle. You have to get the wave. You have to get the wave. You have to get the wave. Here it comes. It's the perfect wave. Put your hands down. Jump up and get on your surfboard. Yes! Now show me some surfing. Perfect. That's so good. Okay, shake it out. But you know what we have to be sure and do? We have to surf on the other side. So switch legs. I'm going to switch to this one. You switch to your other leg. Point it right at me. Bend your front leg. Get your back leg going. There you go. You should be facing the opposite direction. Arms out. Show me. Surfing. Awesome. Okay, but we better get on our surfboard, right? So come down onto your belly. Start with your arms flat on the floor. Elbows right underneath. This feels really good. But here it comes. I see it. It's the perfect wave. It's coming. Ready? Surf. Paddle, 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 paddle. Here it comes. Here comes the perfect wave. And put your hands down and jump up. Get your other foot in front. Surfing. So good. Awesome. Okay, stand up. Shake it out. All right. We're going to do a few balance challenges. Who's ready for a balance challenge? Now, if you need to hold on to a wall or to a chair or to a couch, you can totally do that. The first one we're going to try is called tree, but we're going to pretend it's seaweed today, okay? So put your feet right underneath you. Toes are pointed right ahead. And look down at your feet and decide which one you're going to stand on. I'm going to stand on my right foot. You can choose. So start to lift up your other foot and put your toes, just your tiny toes. Maybe you can tap them a little. Now put your foot, see my knee is going to point out that way, on your ankle. Got it? This feels pretty good. Who feels good? Who's like, this is a piece of cake. I got this. You want to make it a little more challenging? Okay, lift up your foot so it's on your calf. Not on your knee. Don't put it on your knee, just your calf. You still feeling good? Be like, I got this. Yep, show me those happy fingers if you're like, yeah, I got this. All right, you want to try the even harder one? Okay, take your foot, lift it all the way up to your thigh. Oh, you guys look great. Now, if this still feels good, you know what you add now? You add your seaweed arms, your kelp arms. Whoa, and is it harder to hold your balance, right? Oh, you're doing good. Kelp arms, a big wave is coming. A big wave is coming. Can you hold it? Woo. All right, let it go. Shake it out. Now we got to do the other foot. Okay, so look down at your feet. Pick which one you're going to stand on this time. You got to switch. Okay, put all your tippy toes on the ground so you're feeling pretty good, right? Okay, now your foot goes next to your ankle. Good. This one's easy. Who thinks this one's easy? I think this one's easy. Okay, a little bit higher. Put it on your calf. Good. Now skip your knee. Remember, don't put it on your knee. All the way up to your thigh. Okay, it's getting a little harder. You still think this is easy. Then show me those seaweed arms. Yes. Seaweed arms, seaweed arms. Okay, here comes a hurricane. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Woo. Oh, all right. Awesome. Give yourself a gentle little shake. All right, we have one more balance challenge. It's another one on one foot. So take a look down at your feet, pick another foot, go back to the first foot maybe. Now you're gonna pick up your other leg, start just on those tippy toes, see how you're feeling pretty good. Now you're gonna take your ankle and put it just above your knee. So look at, do you see my legs are making a number 4? You see that there? Pretty cool, huh? So if that feels good, then you put your hands next to your heart. Here's the tricky part. Can you bend your knee? Can you bend your knee? Can you bend your knee? Until maybe your elbows touch your leg. And then slowly stand back up. And then you try it one more time. Bend your knee. Bend your knee. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And maybe your elbows touch your leg. And stand back up. That one's harder, right? Okay, shake. We got to do the other side. Okay, so look down and decide which foot is next. Don't forget. Okay, pick up your foot. Put it just above your knees. So look, I got that number 4. Okay, bring your hands at your heart. Bend your knee, bend your knee, bend your knee. Can you do it? Can you tap your elbows to your knee? Oh, stand back up. Good, one more time. Bend, bend, bend. And tap your elbows on your knee. Awesome. Good, shake it out. How many people had one side that was easy to balance and one side that was a little hard? If you had one side that was easy and one was a little hard, wave at me and be like, yeah, I had one that was easy, one that was hard. Everybody does. Your body's different on both sides. Did you know that? So that's totally normal. Okay, come down, lie flat on your back. Are we ready? Flat on your back. This is the part of class where we're gonna start to chill out. So imagine you're taking a nap on the beach. But the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna tangle up our seaweed legs. So put one leg in the sky, pretend it's seaweed. Take the other leg and cross it over. Got them crisscross applesauce? Good. Now let your legs gently, gently bend your knees, come over to the side so you're a little bit tangled and twisted. Imagine your seaweeds all twisted up. Good. Now lift your legs back up to the sky. Point your seaweed legs up at the sky and switch the twist. So untwist them and twist them the other way. Yeah. Now let them fall to the other side. Good. Stay here for just a second. Okay, now seaweed legs back up to the sky. Now untwist them so they're separate. Now bend your knees and reach up and grab your big toes. See that? You can bend your knees. And now you can rock back and forth from side to side. This is called happy baby pose. But we're gonna pretend we're still seaweed today. You rock back and forth from side to side. Okay, next up is Shavasana. Are you ready? You put one leg down. You put the other leg down. And you put one hand on your belly. And you put one hand on your heart. And I'm going to talk to you for just a minute, but I want you to stay just like that. This is the only part of class that I'm going to ask you to be quiet. And it's only going to be a few minutes. You can do it. So you're laying here. And you're at the beach. Maybe think about those things that you can hear. Think about the sand you can feel under your feet. And I want you to imagine that you're walking down the beach. And way, way, way down the beach, you see somebody. And you squint your eyes. Maybe you put your hand up so you can see, shade it from the sun and think, who is that? And you look down the beach and you know what? There's a couple people there. And they are all people that you love. Maybe it's a cousin. Maybe a grandpa. Maybe a grandma. A brother, a sister, a neighbor, a grown-up, a young friend. Imagine all of your favorite people all in one place, all together. And they see you walking and they start waving. And they're so excited to see you on the beach. And you keep on walking and you're getting closer and closer and closer. And before you know it, you're there. And they all say, "We're so happy to see you." And you feel so much love and so much joy to see all these people who were there waiting for you. So I want you to imagine all that joy and all that love, and quiet as a mouse, sit up, crisscross applesauce, and look at me. Imagine all that love, imagine all that joy, sit up. And put one hand on your heart. And put the other hand on your heart. Whenever you need it, you can always use that pufferfish breath and imagine all that love and all those people who love you. Anytime you can feel that in your heart. Thank you so much for coming to yoga today. The light in me honors and sees the light in all of you. Namaste.